And the bands involved with ACLA, well, there's a handful of them. And they're all proud to call the Ghetto Grounds their home and ACLA their family. They all have their hands in many things that happen with the group and participate in many events, even if they aren't directly related to music. There's Anesthetic Frank. It's a three-piece sludge rock band out of Arcadia, Monrovia, California. Each Frank brings a different influence to the music, so they can never settle on a set genre. So instead, they journey through different styles of music that runs the gamut from stoner metal to cat jazz. Their eccentric personalities usually blend well with the psychedelic oil wheel light show they usually have going on right behind them. And there's Bitterant. Bitterant is an experimental noise punk band from Roseweed, California. They are heavily influenced by Shellac, The Locust, Melvins, and Butthole Surfers. The band consists of David Tran, vocals and guitar, Adam Coda, bass, and Justin Brown, vocals and drums. Bitterant's music is like an extension of punk. It makes different styles of music with a punk mentality. Currently, their first album has just been completed. And there's Mothbite. Mothbite, originally conceived as a loose collective of ACLA students and staff, Mothbite is one of the first DIY academy projects supplementing already unconventional music instruction with elements of performance art, critical theory, and subversion strategy to enhance members' intuitive mind and creative spontaneity. Eventually, settling into a regular lineup of ACLA director Ephraim Shavetta on drums and laptop, Lawrence Gonzalez on bass and keyboard, Anthony Fracasco guitar. Mothbite is meandering, nocturnal, and hybrid. Known for playing continuous improv sets, Mothbite rips a path through electronic noise, stoner groove, reverb, and fuzz-soaked psychedelic and crawling doom. And there's Adam's Child. Adam's Child was founded by Jeff Scowen, Steve Ariano, and Justin Brown. They began playing together in March of 2010, drawing from a heavy dose of grunge and noise rock influences, as well as psychedelic rock, doom metal, and more. They seem to delve into more loud, noisy territory each time they play. These boys turn out tunes that are sure to make the long-forgotten fans of the so-called grunge scene cream fuzz tones all over themselves. There's definitely a scene that's starting to develop out of the Ghetto Grounds, and the people that are involved in this environment aren't easily labeled in common stereotypes.
I like to think so. That's one of the ways that I think about this. Yes, is scene building, and honestly, that's really because of everyone who's involved in it are making it happen. For the most part, they're people, I think, like both kids and like young adults, are people who feel that they don't, or maybe they don't feel, but people who don't fit in other places, who don't feel like they benefit from or learn from conventional methods. People who are kind of outsiders. Sometimes people are a little bit awkward, a little bit nerdy. That's kind of been my observation. They're also really, really smart and really creative, and people who are motivated to do things for themselves and to make things happen.
The personalities, we all have the same personality. We're all crazy, psychotic people just trying to do what we would like to do.
All the people here make me feel better about myself.
There's an event in particular that happens once a month at the Ghetto Grounds that helps all these people unite, and that is the Midnight Picnic.
The Midnight Picnics, which happen on the second Saturday of every month, to correspond with the Northeast, as part of the Northeast Art Walk. And that features performances by bands who are part of our DIY Academy, which is our music program. And it also has to do with promotion, marketing, organizing.
Oh, they're going to see madness. Especially the Midnight Picnic. There's a lot going on. I've described it more as a gig than an actual art walk. And at first, I think that's what it looks like. It's just something you've never really seen before. And it's really, I think, whimsical looking, too.
I mean, then the Midnight Picnic is just a gathering of pretty much just people liking good music, and it's all ages. I mean, anyone can come out and just experience what we experience.
Yeah, at this point, I think we're doing a decent job at combining that idea of the outdoor festival with the coffee shop space. So they play in the coffee shop, in the courtyard, and throughout the park. And there's plenty of different spaces.
Magic, amazingness, everything good you could possibly think of.
It's pretty cash, Mo.
The Midnight Picnic is a glorious gathering of the minds in both the artistic field and the music field. And the ACLA, to me, is a metaphor for how we lived in the 90s. Very... Yeah, I want to see you top that answer. That is a great answer. It is a metaphor for how we lived in the 90s. It's a great place, and it definitely needs more people involved. This is a great cause. It's lots of fun. And, if I wasn't doing this, I'd probably be at home doing nothing, which is, sad.
A little bit of everything. You have the bands playing, you have art on the walls, which consists of everything from our preschoolers to our network of, local adult artists. Sometimes we'll have food vendors, there's different activities that take place. There's always free coffee and sometimes installations in the park.
Music, art, everything, man. Good food.
It is good for everybody. Make everybody happy that everybody's coming together and playing music.
I was kind of surprised. I didn't think it was going to be the way. I was thinking it was going to be more like a venue, but it's just more like a park. It's chill.
Midnight Picnic is just a bunch of bands just want to jam. It's a really cool opportunity to bring a lot of cool people together, play cool music, give me something to do over the weekend. Besides smack and cocaine. I wish I would have found this earlier.
ACLA plans to take their message and vibes on the road this summer with an ACLA tour up the coast to Seattle, Washington, stopping in Berkeley, Santa Cruz, Oregon, and many other places. Entitled the Court-Ordered Community Service Tour with the bands Anesthetic Frank, Bitterant, Mothbite, Adam's Child, and even a comedian, Chris No. The Court-Ordered Community Service Tour is a celebration of the founding of Green Label Records, a youth and volunteer-run record label and production company, and the label's first release, a compilation of the Academy bands entitled Undo Everything. You can visit a Midnight Picnic every second Saturday of the month and experience the atmosphere with live music, food, live art, and good people. The Art Park, or the Ghetto Grounds, is located at 240 South Avenue 57, Highland Park, California, just south of Figueroa. This has been A Cup of Cacophony with Dan, here on 88.9 FM Lancer Radio, broadcasting from Pasadena, California, streaming at www.lancerradio.org.